What's up, guys? PSGINT here. Today we will talk about everything surrounding PSG in the latest days. So, welcome, guys. First of all, not your daddy,
Hey,
and Springford Junior. Welcome.
Good evening, my people.
So, guys, how do you feel about PSG right now? Not just about the PSG Nnates game, just PSG right now. Everything that's talked about and stuff.
Well, I feel good. I mean, yeah, there's been some bad things been said online, but besides that, I'm good. I'm feeling good about the club.
yeah, I have I'm I occasionally I usually feel good, but I don't know. I have some problems with the way some stuff, so I have mixed feelings about PSG right now. So yeah,
Yeah. Uh, are you the game versus Nantes? Is it even an important game? Is it something that you think about? Is it a game that you don't want to miss? Or
Me, I personally, I take league games pretty seriously because last season, we took some
mm,
games so easy, and what happened, and Lille won the league.
true.
And for me, it's been said in my saying could be like one game at a time. So I don't want to think ahead of time. I want to think. So now we're gonna play Nantes, and after Nantes, we're gonna play City. But when we are
mm.
gonna play some team, focus on the team. Don't focus on we're gonna play Champions League next week, and this game is just a league game. No, focus.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes
Ah,
we don't care about games, and that makes us lose motivation and focus on the game.
yeah, but I think we are 10 points clear of the second position.
Yeah.
This is a home game. Um, Most of our players are either injured or unavailable, like some of them.
Mm.
So I think, like I personally wouldn't take this. They're a mid-table team. They're 10th position. They haven't. They only have. They have played 13 games and only have won five.
Mm.
They have lost majority of the games. And like if you are, if I was coach, I wouldn't like play most like first teamers, and I would like rather give youngsters like Xavi and Garbi and all chance, because this game really isn't that important. If you ask me, we are 10 points clear, so I guess we could afford to lose at least one game. You know?
Yeah, true. But you talked about this as being a great opportunity to bring Michut, Xavi Simons, Garbi, or anyone from the academy. But we just read the squad. The only youngster is Dimbe.
Yeah, that's up to Poch. But I just said like that's what an opportunistic person would have done. Like it's the best way to make use of a youth academy. Like a lot of our youth academy players are just leaving. Like we only have like Nkungu, Kimpembe, like those are the only players who have actually seen, the height.
Mm.
That's because we don't play them enough. Like Xavi haven't played a single game this season, and like he's playing very well. And I believe he would have started for any other team in the world. Like not started, like played for any other team in the world. But
Yeah,
like right
featured
now,
at least.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
Uh,
this like that would have been the best way to use this opportunity because we are 10 points clear, and it's
bro,
a home game. So
what I what I think Potts did. We're talking about Garbi and why he didn't play, right?
Yeah.
I think what he did was he put him in the squad for the media to be happy and for us
Mm.
to think, oh, Garbi's gonna play in the league, yay! No, and he plays Danilo. Then it's like, how? Why?
I've noticed Pochettino likes to tease us. He teased us with a three at the back against Leipzig. He teases us with Garbi in the squad. But I mean, for me, he's just unserious. He isn't serious about the PSG jump. I mean, if I was in a stressful position like him, I would behave in a totally different way. I would actually try to do what people wanted instead of, I don't know, getting a 1-0 win over Bordeaux and
Mm.
stuff.
Maybe it's because he have the cushion of the Manchester United job. They want to give him the job, and like they have offered him the job, but he's waiting on it so that, like, to the end of the season, so whether to see he would get sacked. Maybe that's why he's not on the edge. If you know what I
Do you
mean?
think,
Like,
but why would he want to be sacked?
no, no, no.
It's
That's why
because of
he's
the
not so
pressure.
serious, right? He's like, the pressure is not on him. He's not going to be unemployed if he gets sacked. So that's why he's like a bit ballsy right now, I think, because the United job is right there. Like, he's like the perfect candidate who would fit the board and the fans. He, like, I watch a lot of United and things around United,
Mm.
so I know quite a few. So yeah, so he's not really stressed. I think, as you said, he's not serious about the job, and I think that he's not serious because he have something to land on, right? He's not jeopardized, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like, he's not at the edge. Like, he's not in trouble. Even if he gets sacked, he have the United job.
that's very
So he's
true.
not
For
taking the
me,
seriously. Yeah.
I think I think he, for me, what he was thinking when he arrived was, okay, I'm gonna take this job till May, and then they would find a proper replacement.
Yeah.
For me, is what he was thinking. I think he was not thinking, oh, now I have to stay and play the next Champions League. And I think that is being what we are seeing in Champions League games, like against Leipzig, against City, against Bruges. We've
Mm.
seen some pretty notorious decline in play style, in players' form.
Yeah.
I mean, look at last year's Champions League, right? Yes, we lost the first three games, right?
Mm.
Mm.
But we were playing good, and Tuchel was gaining the, how do you say, the strings of those,
Momentum. Yeah. Yeah.
the momentum, right? He was gaining momentum. We were starting to win, and
Mm.
then he gets the sack. And I am sure that if he had stayed, we would have won the Champions League and Coupe de France, and we would have won the treble. I assure
Yeah.
you that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but it's not meant to be in it, right? Like, I never want a club to change their manager mid-season because it's disappointing on both sides. You all of a sudden expect this one manager to come in on a half project and to do well within, like, what, 6 months. Then there's another manager who had built it up 6 months and, like, towards the final position, and then, you know like, it's a very bad situation on both sides. So, like, yeah, it's we should, like, I never agree with changing a manager mid-season, but
Mm.
we seems to do that a lot, and
But
that could be a major problem. Yeah.
have you guys heard anything new about Zidane? I've heard that there may be an offer on the table from Paris Saint-Germain to Zidane, and he hasn't chosen either to accept it or decline it yet.
No, he snubbed United completely. He
No,
said
no,
that
no, from
he's
PSG,
waiting.
from PSG.
Yeah, no, no, I'm saying what he did was he snubbed United completely. He's like, no, we
Yeah.
are not joining. And then he said, what he said was he's waiting till next summer. And what he said was like resting, basically. That's what he said. I could pull it up. Wait. What he basically said was he's resting for right now, and he for till the summer. So I guess he's like waiting for the Manchester job. No, France job.
But the France job won't be available until next winter,
Mm,
with the World Cup being played in next winter.
What? What?
Because Zidane, what he wants is after the World Cup, Deschamps goes down, and then he takes the France job. That's what he's waiting for.
For me, I think he didn't
he's
want to
taking
take
a
the
break
French.
until next summer. He said that, and this is according to Sport Build, which
For
is
The
yeah,
Bible, yeah.
Build. you know.
For me,
And
there are two options, right? There may be more options, but for me there are two, right?
Mm.
One, Pochettino stays, and by some grace we win the Champions League, right? And the league, or
mm,
we only win the league and we get bullied in the Champions League again. In
mm.
both outcomes, Pochettino will stay because the board right now fed up. How I
No,
see it, it's fed up of failures.
I think Poch will stay if we lose the Champions League. That's the thing with our board. Like as soon as we lose the Champions League, it's a sack. You know, like they expect us to expect the manager to win it. Like I don't think he'll stay next summer. I think what they'll do is they'll try to find a replacement before winter and like before the next transfer window, right? The next one's coming up
Yeah.
as soon as the group stage is finished. And if not, they will stick with him until the end of the season and then find a replacement because after the next transfer window, it's impossible to find a replacement. And like definitely, it's just jeopardizes everything. So like we either switch pots before the transfer window. We are not going to switch him after. So I don't think, and right now there are no suitable. Conte is gone. Ten Hag wants to stay in Ajax, and like we have no one. So who are we going to swap him with? So I think they would ride the storm out and see how well he could do in the UCL.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I don't think we'll sack him. I genuinely don't think so. I think he'll stay till the end of the season.
So sad. It's actually a really depressing situation at Paris Saint-Germain right now.
Mm.
But do you still think that right now Zidane is the only viable option, or is there someone
Uh,
we're missing?
no other managers are available right now. The only person was Conte, and he signed for Spurs. And I think and then Zidane, who really doesn't. I don't think he's interested in the job. I just think he's like, oh, it's a job. It's a good project. It's a great project.
And he
You
likes
know.
that he's linked with it.
Yeah, and
He
that's
doesn't
why
want to
he's not
start the
completely
rumors.
denying it. Yeah, but I don't think there's another option. And I don't. I think Zidane mainly wants a France job. It's quite evident. But yeah, I don't think you're going to. Yeah, I don't think we are going to get a manager,
Mm,
and there are no other options.
true. What do you say, for Junior?
Wait, sorry, I thought I was speaking.
Yeah.
So
What do you think then?
um, for me, it's like we could offer the world to Ten Hag, but he wouldn't come to PSG because of his principles. He's the few um, directors that
Managers.
won't come here just for the money. And it's a tempting squad, but I think he wouldn't come. I think he'd prefer to go to Barcelona, but now they have Xavi.
Who would go
And
to Barcelona?
Xavi,
No.
Guardiola would have gone if Bartomeu wasn't such a piece of crap.
Uh huh. Okay.
Mm, Ten Hag, Luis Enrique could make a comeback if Xavi fails to make something. And I wanted to propose Luis Enrique to PSG. He made a Barcelona team win the Champions League in the season he arrived.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want immediate success, he is the man. And since we have quote unquote infinite money, right? He could build a squad.
Yeah.
And since we have a good academy, he could play some academy players and some out outside players.
Hmm.
True. Let's go more in depth into the game.
Okay.
So from the news we have heard, so Navas would be instead of Donnarumma in goal, and we all agree that Danilo will play again. What was that talent's name you guys named before?
Bitshiabu, it's his name.
Yeah,
El
because
Shaddai Bitshiabu.
Yeah, because I don't think that he is. I don't think that he is in the squad.
Bichiabu, I think he is not in the squad, but he could be called for the game.
Hmm. Called up, yeah.
But if we want to, right now, Poch is thinking about the city game, not Nance. We can agree on that, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So what I think he would do is to use those players that haven't played a lot, and yeah, he will do that. I mean, we have Rico. He could play Rico instead of Navas. We could we could play. Hakimi is basically our pillar in the right flank. In central defense, we could play Diallo, Kimpembe, or Kimpembe Bichiabu, Kimpembe Kerer Bichiabu. There's a lot of combination, right?
Yeah, but I
And
don't think that Bichu Yabu will play because he's
Yeah,
not
me
in the
why
too.
not?
squad.
I mean, has the squad already been released by PSG?
Yeah, I mean it's according to like the most reliable source, of course.
Well, maybe he gets the call.
Yeah, but
I
all
think
right. If we say if he gets the call, do you think Poch will play him?
no, he would rather play a 40-year-old Ramos instead of giving a youngster
No, no. Ramos is
a
not
chance.
even in the squad either.
It's an example. I don't know. He'll mostly
I'm
he'll
actually
play
quite interested to
Diallo, and
see what he'll do because yeah,
I think he'll
like we
play
can
Diallo and Kerer
yeah
and Kimpembe. One of those.
or 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 uh, it's like Danilo.
Oh
Maybe
no, I don't want.
maybe now that Kimpembe, Marquinhos Kimpembe are out, he will play a three at the back. He will play Kerrer, Danilo in the middle, and Diallo on the left.
Mm, that could work. Yes.
But Hakimi is in the lineup and Nuno Mendes. But according to the site that I mostly use, it is said that Dagba and Bernat will play because Hakimi and Nuno Mendes will be rested for the City game.
That works for me.
Sounds logical, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Dagba. I mean, Dagba is the few academy players that have stayed, right? So
Mm.
why not give the dude a chance?
True. Midfield of Herrera, Gaius, Nandon.
Works for
mm.
me. Nothing out of the nothing out of common. I mean, I'm even happy for Herrera because he hasn't been a starting player in the
Mm.
last few games.
Yeah, but you know, before a lot of games that Herrera didn't play, according to the predicted lineup, Herrera was going to play, but then Poch didn't start him. I mean, we can still see Dina and Bimbe start. We can still see Paredes start. I don't think Verratti will start.
No, Berratti won't start. Berratti is he's definitely play against City. We
Mm.
need that creative.
Yeah.
We need that creativity in the field. I mean, look at the clips, and Berratti is the little magician, or little magician. And how I see it, Gay, Wijnaldum, and Herrera, they do the job. They do the job.
Mm.
They aren't
Plus, I
bad.
don't think we should risk Verratti in league and games. They are
Uh,
they are more tackling and stuff. So I don't think yeah, like I
I mean,
shouldn't. Yeah.
the reason the reason Berratti is made of glass is because of how I see it, because of a poor physical training. For me, he has just trained like skill and not physicality.
Mm. Yeah, there may be a problem in Paris Saint-Germain's.
Yeah, but he's not a youth product. As he was from Italy. He was
Mm.
some
I mean, no,
young
but
club.
he's arriving the 30 years. I mean, he has to start to build some type of strength.
I
He
think it's a
cannot
Verratti
be.
thing. But if you're like that. Kimpembe, he rarely gets injured. Dagba, he doesn't play much, but then again, we don't see these players getting injured. I think it's only a Verratti thing. Okay.
Yeah, Berratti and no, Di Maria. No, Di Maria is pretty strong, right?
Yeah, Marquinhos have been here for just as long, and he doesn't get injured that often.
But what
And
happened to Marquinhos? Because for me, when it
He,
said that he wasn't called to the squad, it was totally new for me. Has he gotten an injury or something?
no, I think it's just like to prevent because
he just came
remember
back
they
from the Brazil game. He played
yes
against Argentina.
Aha.
he
Okay.
played
Okay.
that
Okay.
whole he played that whole game.
Yeah, I thought he was injured or something.
Yeah,
No, no, it's
he
just
came
like
back.
to give
But
him some rest
but why is Neymar and Messi in the squad then?
because of media, because of the media. That's
Imagine
why.
not playing Neymar and Messi at the same time. Like Poch's
Poch,
head would be on a spike.
imagine Poch is getting cooked already if he doesn't play Messi 90 minutes. Imagine not calling him for the squad.
Do you think
But
Messi will
I don't know.
start?
No,
No,
no, Messi ain't starting.
probably not.
For me, he's starting against City, but this one, no.
Did he start the game versus Brazil?
Yes,
Yeah, he
he
played the
played the
whole
whole
game.
90 minutes
So why shouldn't he start this game?
because we're Poch is thinking on City.
And Messi still carrying that small injury, by the way. He just decided to play because like we
Mm.
can't
Ah,
stop
yes,
him from
in his
he's still
right
carrying that small injury.
his right thigh. I think he said that it
Yeah,
hurts.
yeah. He's
But
still
But how
carrying that
you
injury.
but how you portrayed works for me.
okay, but I read a report that said that Kimpembe he has had an injury for a time now.
And he's in poor form. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. It said that now when he was injured, he didn't go international break. Now he doesn't feel the discomfort anymore, and they have said that he has played so good in training, not like he used to play before. So an improvement. So maybe we
Mm,
will see something of a glimpse of the old Kimpembe back.
that
But
20 that 2015 16 Kimpembe,
mm,
I don't know. I wouldn't risk it.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
if I
be
was the
positive.
coach, I'd play the youngster, but I'm not the coach, so I don't know.
Yeah. When Pochettino was announced as the PSG manager, I was so happy because I saw what he did with youngsters at Spurs: Dele Ali,
mm,
Harry Kane,
mm,
Danny Rose, Kyle Walker, all of these players.
mm.
And then
Oh
he came
man,
to
Kyle
PSG
Walker.
and did
For
nothing.
I mean, if we are talking about the youth development, just to give my opinion, right? What he did with Kyle Walker was magic. I mean, look at him now playing at City.
Mm.
I
And then
mean,
again, Dele Ali too. Like
yeah, but
after
Dele
Poch
Alli,
left, he have fell off. Yeah,
I
like
think Mourinho killed his career.
yeah, he's shit right now. I won't blame Mourinho for not playing him. He's absolutely wank. He's just tall. He just runs around. He's not good enough. That's what I'm saying. Under Poch, he was actually good. Dele
I
Ali.
mean, I think he was good because Poch played a 4-2-3-1 that suited
Mm,
Spurs right because you have Son on the right, Mode on the
mm.
Son on the left, Mode on the right. You have Harry Kane on top, and you have Dele
Ericsson,
Alli in
Ericsson,
the middle,
Ericsson. Yeah.
Eriksen or Dele Alli in the middle.
Mm.
I mean, you had creativity everywhere, and most importantly, he had teamwork.
Yeah, the thing with Poch is that there was this quote, like as soon as he left, what do you say, Spurs, there was this quote that you could have the biggest house you want, but if there's no furniture in it, like it's not going to be a good house. Like, something around like that. So what he say basically saying that even if you have a big club, like if you don't have good players, it won't work, right? And now he have all the good players and he's not doing well. So I find that a big tire on.
Uh,
Okay. So should we continue discussing the lineup or
yeah, Icardi. I mean, how do you feel that he is probably gonna start this game?
I don't. It doesn't affect me. I mean, he has he has have had ups and downs this season. I mean, he scored 3 goals up to this day,
Mm.
and Mbappe and Di Maria are creative players, so they could be giving him assists from the flanks, and he could put the foot, and score. What Choupo-Moting couldn't do, Icardi can do it.
Mm.
The thing is that if we had Cavani, we shouldn't be discussing. It shouldn't be an issue. If we fucking had Cavani. Hmm.
Yeah. Alright,
Okay,
let's move on to the topic of the day. Ah.
allegations.
So,
Amazing. Hmm.
for Junior, you know most about this. So
Yeah.
explain from start to
Uh,
end.
yesterday, like there was this space, the studio space in Molina, and many reporters were in that space, and they were taking notes, to say the least, about all of this, about Arsenal, about the our allegations, about PSG, and what concerns me is the board is not backing Nasser, and Nasser doesn't have the balls to fire Leonardo. That is what is doesn't make click on my head. I mean,
Mm,
he's the president, right? And why doesn't he fire him? I want to hear your opinions, my guys.
I don't know. So this reporter, did he mostly report only about PSG?
No, I mean, he only reported like a few things about Tatar and World Cup and Leonardo and Nasser. But besides that, he didn't do much. He spoke mainly about Ligue 1 and African countries.
Mm, and why can he be reliable?
Exactly.
For what I
You know,
know,
just
he's a very respected French reporter, and the Mendy issues, because it's both Mendy's, have been proven correct. I mean, Mendy is in jail. One Mendy is in jail. The other one has to
Benjamin
go
is
to
in jail.
jail.
Yeah, Furland. Yeah.
Ferland is in jail. Benjamin has to go because
No, no,
Benjamin.
no. Benjamin's the one from City. Furland is the one
No,
in Real Madrid.
I get confused. Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Benjamin Mendy
Benjamin
is the
Mendy's the
City
one in
one,
City.
and
Yeah.
Ferland
Furland
Mendy
in
is
Real.
the ex-Leon guy at Real Madrid now.
Yes, and Ferland Mendy also has been found guilty of abuse.
Yeah,
Both
yeah, yeah, I know,
Mendys
I
are
know.
guilty of committing crimes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I mean, I don't know how to put it to words because it's so shocking, and it's there. You're showing it right now, and like you can see that 12-year-old thing. I mean, why? Why would you do something like this?
Yeah, it shows how dark football really is behind the
Behind the
TV.
yes, behind the doors, there is something really dark
Mm,
about this. And for one time, I have to agree with Perez, with Florentino. This sport has been become this sport is becoming a more enterprise thing, a more company thing, and less entertainment, because football, sports, televised sports are entertainment.
yeah.
Champions League is a source of entertainment,
Mm,
but the things done behind doors, rape,
yeah.
abuse, man. I
But
was shocked last night, man. I wanted to cry because it was so bad.
yeah. But with the stuff about Leonardo and stuff,
Yeah.
With all of this coming out, do you think but maybe he will get sacked?
No, I don't think so. If Nasser hasn't fired him before, there has to be a reason. Either Leonardo has some dark things about Nasser and could expose him, or Nasser doesn't have the courage to fire him, to say the least.
Mm. Widowmaker,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you think? I know you aren't that updated about this like me, but what do you think about everything you've heard so far?
I don't think it's uh, I don't think it's that big when it when we look at it related to PSG, but
Mm.
it just gives you a quick overview of like how dark, like we always knew that there was corruption.
Yeah.
We always knew that, but like we've heard this kind of stuff like from like very poor sources. They would say all this and that,
Mm.
but it's not there, right? And like right now, this one guy who's apparently a very, what do you say, very good journalist, very respected journalist,
Mm.
saying this. We still have no proof over most of the things, right? Some of the things are
Yeah.
just uh, so yeah. But in a PhD point of view, I don't think we are, that uh, deep in like
Yeah. People are
problem.
overreacting.
Yeah,
No, bro.
what happened
No,
was this: this Molina guy was asked about PSG or something, and then he said he could write a book about PSG, and he's going to expose Nasser and something like that. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, everyone hates PSG right now because no one can compete with us.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I
one
mean,
thing is with this Molina guy, he is very. All of his stuff are very into PSG.
mm,
So maybe Nasser did something bad against him. Maybe Leonardo did something bad against him, which led to him wanting to expose PG. I mean, most of the disgusting stuff in this thing about the rape allegations and so on are not related to PSG,
yeah,
luckily.
yeah,
Most
yeah,
of the
yeah,
stuff are
but
that Leonardo and this, and then I heard something about terrorism, but I don't even gonna read that because I
no,
know it's bullshit.
the
mm,
terrorism thing, it was something that got lost in translation.
Mm.
Someone translated it wrong and he didn't get the real thing. I think I have the real quote.
So what
Just
did it say?
the quote was like, uh, let me search for it. That they were burned out and that. Wait, let me search. I'm searching for it because yesterday there was so much controversy about this thing that I
yeah,
had to step in, bro. I
Yeah.
went
yeah,
to go translate
Mm.
French to English, and I knew it was bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, most of the stuff are that Leonardo is hated and he's a bad image for PSG. And then the other thing is that 80% of players smoke shisha. At one time in PSG, players used to bring their shisha with them on away games. I mean, of course, this is a bad sporting professional thing, but it's not a big thing.
yeah. I mean, like it's not a new thing. Have you seen that image of Renato Sanchez
Yeah,
after winning the cup with a big cigar?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
we know that these players are into this kind of thing, and like let's be clear here. Like players have never been as disciplined as they were in the 80s, right? Like nowadays, football is more than a profession to stardom.
Mm,
Like superstars, like they basically live lives like rock stars. So like they drink, they do drugs, do all this stuff. It's
yeah.
not new news. It's not big news. Like all this rape and all this stuff. Thank God we are not like we don't have anything to do like that. I think like that we have some
Mm,
values in the club. But yeah, yeah, like these are big news, like sheesh and all that stuff. I wouldn't like be buzzing my head over that.
yeah.
Like it's just news in it. Like
Yeah, and here it says some very important people bend over backwards to get in touch with people close to Nasser Khalifi. I mean, okay, like who cares? Of course, people do everything in their power, including bending over to come close to a person like Nasser. I mean, if a journalist, respectable journalist in Spain, came out and exposed Real and Barca, it would be 10 times worse than what this guy has said.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
remember the audio clips about this guy Florentino Perez
Yeah,
and him just
oh,
basically
talking shit
chatting
about
shit about.
Zidane,
Yeah,
Casillas, everyone. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, exactly. And like this is not big news. Like obviously NASA is like the richest person, and let's get clear here. Manchester City, their sponsor money thing. They basically just get money from their owners. Like
yeah.
there's a rule in as much owners could fund the transfers, right?
Mm.
Like after that point, what Manchester City do is they say this is sponsor money, and then basically
yes,
yeah, and then
I
that's
know
how
that.
they get all these players, and
Uh,
then so that's basically corruption. And
Yeah, but we don't do that.
no,
yeah,
we
no,
don't do
that's
that
what I'm
because
saying. That's what I'm
PSG is
saying.
in Paris. I mean,
Yeah.
if someone told you, okay, you have two tickets, where would you want to go, to Manchester or to Paris? I'd say Paris. I mean, tourism. Now
Yeah,
that
exactly. That's
PSG
what I'm
has a
saying. It's
brand,
Paris is so controlled, and then England, all this stuff happens, but no one gives a shit because it's Manchester City, right? But when we do, like, we don't even do any of this. We don't do all this bribery, if you ask me. This whole sponsor money thing, because
no, I
that
think.
shouldn't be a thing.
I
Uh,
mean, you know the rule, right? PSG can have some money from Qatar, but they
mm,
also need to use some of their own money.
mm.
And
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
be
And
fair,
we are number five in clubs who make the most money. Like we are number five, so we don't use that much money from the owners, as
Mm.
they say.
Yeah, as
Like
I
we
long.
just
mean,
buy big. Yeah,
if we spend like 1 billion in transfers, I mean,
yeah. We only spend the money we make, right?
Yeah.
Like PSG makes. Like
mm,
and then we get so much
yeah,
hate over it.
Yeah,
And currently we are getting all this hate just because we are PSG.
yeah. People don't even look at last summer. We didn't make a single transfer. We only loaned
yes,
players. We loaned
we
Keane.
did.
We loaned Danilo. But that means that we have saved a lot of money
Mm.
Hakimi
for
came through,
this.
bro.
Yeah, no. I meant the summer before when we
Oh
loaned
no, the
Keane,
summer before we
Florenzi,
only
Danilo. It was
man,
mostly loans.
This
and
summer we have four free signings. Wijnaldum, Messi, Donnarumma, and who else? Who else? One more guy is
Hakimi and
there.
Nuno.
Nuno is alone. Donnarumma, Sergio, and Leo are all free
Yeah.
signings. And Hakimi is the only player we bought, and we have sold players.
The thing is that
No one
we
talks
need to
about that.
sell. That is the thing that people like get mad about. It's like PSG buy, and we don't seem to sell players. And
Because they don't move.
we have to be
Yeah.
honest, right? We have to sell players. You know the Berratti, what happened with Berratti, right? In 2017, I think it
Barcelona
was.
one, right?
Yes, Barcelona wanted him. PSG, quote unquote, convinced him to stay, and now he wants to retire here. I mean, for me, something happened there. I don't know what you think, but for me, something happened.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I wouldn't uh, like burn my head over this Molina thing. Like it's not big for us. Like from a PSG point of view, like we don't care, right? Like 100
I
employees
mean,
have left the club. Like what? Uh,
Mm,
it's not
well,
like we are like slavery or something, right? They're leaving on their own will. Like we don't care. Like I don't think we should like worry ourselves about that. This
okay,
thing.
you're about. Uh, I want to add, right?
yeah.
Today I was working on this, right? Translating to my native
Mm.
language, right?
Mm.
And in one of the quotes, there has been said that what the media has been saying about Qatar is bullshit. It's not true data.
What
What the whole
And
about the deaths and
foreign?
stuff or what?
about the
Yeah.
deaths in Qatar, I think I wanted to bring that here because,
Okay.
PSG is owned by Qatari people.
What did it say? that
Okay,
it's more killings or less killings or
it's less. That
It's
it's
not
less people
killings per
die.
se. It's people who die through accidents. Like we can't say killings.
yeah,
I
You
mean,
it's
know?
yes.
because how their curriculums, their rules in the
Yeah.
workplace isn't that safe
Mm.
contrast to others.
Yeah. Per se, we can't call it killings. You
Yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's fatalities,
Deaths.
fatalities.
Yeah. Fatalities. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
continue to talk. Continue.
Yes, I have it here. I'm gonna translate it to English so you can understand. So the quote is 50 workers were accidentally killed in Qatar in 2020 and
How do you
500 were
accidentally kill
seriously
someone?
injured.
You know.
International Labor Organization. That is the quote. And now, how do you accidentally kill someone? You don't only say,
Many
"Oh no,
people.
I stabbed you." Oh no,
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
accident. Bro, it's like if Qatar already had a bad image with this, now, I mean, come on, man.
I think the numbers have been exaggerated. Like they were reporting like thousands of people have been like killed when they were building the stadiums. I think the
I
numbers
mean,
have been exaggerated because it just
if you get to think, right, it should make sense. Like these stadiums have been built over a short period of time, and some people's minds say, okay, a small period of time overwork equals to die.
yeah.
That is what people think,
And I
and
don't think
that's
it's
not
also
always.
because of overworking. I think it's through freak accidents, like falling from height, like that. I don't think they have been dying due to freak like over time. We really don't know what the causes of the deaths are too, do we? We just know that so many people died while building. Like it could be they might have had a cancer or something. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. Like we just know what we hear. So we can't like say it's all killings, you know?
Well, let's move on of that killing topic because I'm getting really sick. And
Yeah,
sorry to bring it up, but I'm getting really sick.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
else?
But
Uh,
one question to end all this Molina stuff is that someone said that he will write a book and expose PSG and so on and so on and so on.
that is the thing that is lost in translation. That is the one I'm telling you. That is the one that got lost
Yeah.
in translation.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't care about this. I mean, I'm used to people hating on PSG. Even if more people hate on us, it will be just more joyful when we win the Champions League.
yeah.
At this moment, we should say if, because with this, Qatar could really get angry. And, I'm not the biggest fan of pleasing the Qatari people, but, we are relying on them on some things, on Neymar's wages, on Mbappe's wages, on Donnarumma's wages.
Mm.
I mean, there are some things that we have to accept, right? Just to give a reflection, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
And
we need to accept that everything won't be 100% beautiful and perfect. I mean, every club has a dark side. This can be our
yes,
dark side, and I'm not that affected by it because they are like Real Madrid. They were owned before by the
The
dictator,
by
dictator, yeah.
Franco.
yeah, the dictator of Spain. Mussolini, wasn't he linked, or no, Berlusconi? He had ties with AC Milan, and he was
Eyes.
he had like really dark parties with a lot of women and drugs and so on. So for me, this shows more of football, not about PSG. PSG is just another club. That are entangled in these kind of problems like other clubs. It's nothing special. It's nothing special.
Nothing big, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what you say is true. I mean, we aren't the first club to get bought by some
No,
shady
no,
people,
yeah,
right?
I mostly talk about the exposure that a club has been exposed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you want to, if let's say the last before Qatari, right? the last time PSG had this type of exposure was in the 94-95 season. You know what
Mm.
happened there, right?
Whatever.
PSG made it to the semifinals of the Champions League
Oh yeah.
without Qatar.
Yeah.
They had Wea. I think they had Ginola. They had a lot of talent.
Mm.
And then we got battered by Ajax, and then Ajax won the UCL, right?
Yeah.
But after that, PSG fell off the radar. Yeah, we signed Ronaldinho, Nnates, Djorkaeff, these people, but
Not the same. Uh, Pretty much move on and talk about the last thing, and that is
sorry, I
Widowmaker.
got cut off.
You can talk
Sorry,
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. So Xavi Simon's contract is expiring, and
okay.
he's not extremely enthusiastic in renewing the contract as the limited amount of game time he receives. He
Yeah.
still plays in the under what on like junior team, youth team. He plays in the UCL, but he plays in the youth team. He wants senior team action. He trains with the senior team, but he doesn't get to play. So he's under the mindset of running his contract down. And Pep Guardiola is extremely interested in this player. He actually wants him the next summer. So like
I mean,
yeah, I think we are in trouble. I think he's one of those players who have been like we have known Xavi Simons. Like I've known him for like 4 years, right? He's just as old as me, and I've known him since 4 years. So he's one of those talents who you watch as they grow,
Yeah.
And
hey yo,
like I think he'll be like a real jewel. Like if we miss him,
Yeah.
like I think
bro, his most recent uh, thing in his Instagram, bro. I think he's teasing I moved to Barcelona. It's in Spanish. I mean, for me, or he either goes back to Barca or he goes to City, but he
yeah,
cannot go on a transfer. For me, he has to go on loan. We could do it like we did, like the club we did in Ebimbe. We loaned him, and he got playtime. We loaned Fadiga. He's right now on loan in Stade Reims, not Rennes, Reims, Brest. Sorry, Stade Brest. And we loaned Calimundo. We have loaned some extremely good talent.
Mm.
Why haven't we done that with Simon?
mm.
Did,
Yeah, I
Why?
think we should loan our players more because it's just wasted talent in it. Like Michu, they've been playing so well. France versus Italy or something. Garby played and he had a goal. Like it's they're like good players that are going to waste right now.
mm. The thing with Simons is, I mean, before people were like overrating him because he hadn't done that much, even before his move to PSG, and he has a lot of followers on Instagram and so on. But this season he has been on fire. I know it's for the under 19 Netherlands squad and PSG, but he had like 4 goal contributions against Leipzig.
Mm.
He had 6 goal contributions in 3 U19 under
Games. Yeah,
19
yeah.
Netherlands games.
Mm.
So I don't really see anything. Like Paredes just came back from injury. Wijnaldum hasn't been the best this season. Herrera
Not
hasn't.
sure.
Herrera has fallen off a bit. Verratti
Mm.
injured. This is the perfect moment to give him a just
Opportunity. Yeah.
yeah. Plus, he gives us something that we're lacking. If you look at all of our midfielders, most of them are defensive. Like Xavi
Yeah, yeah.
Simons would be the most attacking midfielder we have, apart from if you count maybe Rafinha or Draxler as midfielders.
Yeah. I think it's
And guys,
ultimately up to the coach. Yeah.
and I wanted to add like
Yeah.
we've been talking right about and Simons and Garbi, but we have been leaving behind some other talent.
Michu.
Eduard Michud
Mm.
has is not being talked about enough.
Yeah.
Tito Mazala, Teddy Allo, Bitsiabu, Franchi, these talents have not been talked about, and
But like
how I see.
someone like Franchi this season, I don't expect anything from him. With
Mm.
us having like 2 better players in that position,
Yeah, we
It's
have two first team goalkeepers and Sergio Rico
yeah, 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 yeah.
and Bulka, Marcin Bulka. Is he still with us? Bulka?
Marcin Bulka, yeah, he's loaned out.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. But we have
And
him.
we have Innocent as well, another goalkeeper.
Yeah, so
Oh,
yeah, I don't
guys,
think.
I think you remember the memes, right? We were the 11 GK club, bro, and we had like I don't know. I right now I feel that I cannot contribute to this topic like other times. Right now, I think I am mostly focused on selling players, but on the topic of Simmons, what I can say is we should loan him out, like maybe one season, call him back and give him playtime, because
Yes, but the
Nnates
thing,
is
yeah,
not getting younger as time passes.
I actually think he's better than Gavi. You know the Barcelona kid, Gavi.
No,
Actually think
I
he's
think
better than him, Xavi.
I think what happened is that Gavi is right now is what Simmons was back there. He's the media boy, you know.
Yeah.
Gavi, Foden, Jude Bellingham. These are media boys, and the real talents get left behind.
And I think yeah, we need to like do something about Xavi. Like I think it's a real big opportunity that we are missing.
mm, no. The thing is, you said before a loan for Simons. The thing is, if he wants to stay at PSG, he has said himself that he wants to play,
Mm.
and loaning him out won't show him in a direct way that he will get an opportunity at Paris Saint-Germain.
I mean, by that
But they
logic,
still get
every
game
man
time
should not
minutes.
be playing.
I mean, if in Bimbe is gonna get playtime, why can't Xavi Simons get?
Yeah,
I
exactly. But it's favoritism ultimately, I guess. Poch likes Xavi, Ibimbe more. I guess he plays him more. I don't even know. I don't think he brings anything special. I think he's an
Mm.
average, day to day
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Whilst
CM
Xavi
player.
Simons, you can see the potential. You can see a world class player.
Yeah, but he just doesn't want to do it. It's basically sabotage.
Yeah.
yo wanna see the general thing. Some news that have been coming that supposedly we're going by Antonio Rudiger. I want to know your opinion on that.
Mm.
Should we get him or no?
Yeah. Completely. I
Um.
think if we are going to play back three, I think we need someone better than Kerr and Diallo in the bench.
Yeah.
And then
So
rotation with Kimpembe, so that if Kimpembe falls off, it puts pressure on him to play better. And Rudiger is a good defender. He's ex Champions League winning defender, German national team starter. So I think for if we are getting him on a free, so I think it's a good deal.
I mean, Tuchel made him what he is today, how I see it.
Yeah.
And I think Pochettino would kill his career if he comes here. With all with all due respect, but I think if he comes here, his career is over, and he will come to retire. Basically, he's 28. I mean, he's in his prime. But if he
Yeah,
comes
this is
here
his
with
prime. Yeah.
Pochettino, if he
Mm.
comes here with his prime, so I think his career would die. That's how
Yeah.
I see it.
Well, I would say then to what you guys have said is, so he will be free in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we will do is in the summer, we will see other options. Maybe we spend a lot of money on a Mbappe replacement.
There is talks
Yeah.
about the Jemmy and Blauwich.
Yeah. For
Who?
me, Vlahovic. For me, it's all
Oh.
about if we have enough for a younger centre back, then we should get the younger centre back. But if we don't have really that much money and Rudiger, for free and everything, then we will get him.
Yeah, but who will be the younger centre back? Like
No, maybe if we buy like Martinez from Ajax, who can play as a CDM and the centre back, or
Sandro. Yeah.
yeah, you get me. I'm like Rudiger. Don't forget, he's 29, 30 years old now. and we already have
28.
aging Messi,
Yeah.
aging Neymar. Di Maria will leave. Mbappe will leave. The rest of the players are
Di
getting older.
Maria.
Navas will leave. I mean, we need to be start playing these youngsters, and that's why Xavi Simon's point is so important because he's
Yeah,
someone for the
midfield
future.
raising it. Yeah.
Um,
All right, guys,
okay.
you want to add something?
Yeah. In the what you are
But Di
saying,
Maria
man.
replacement should be there, right? Like Rafinha or Anthony from Ajax. Like Di Maria's leaving next summer.
Yeah.
He, why? What?
Yeah, it's
He's
He's old. He's
yeah
leaving
no
now.
because he's retiring.
Yeah.
He's
what?
either gonna retire because he has always said he want to retire in PSG and so on, or he's gonna leave to the Argentinian league.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, Di Maria is still so good. You can't see him retired this early, but that's what's said.
His contract expiring, so yeah.
I mean, yes, but wait. When was this post? Di Maria leaving? I don't see him leaving.
I mean, his
Call
contract ends
me.
this summer. His contract
Yeah.
ends this summer, and we haven't never heard any rumors of him extending. There may be a possibility as well him going to Inter Milan because every time he's been linked away from Paris Saint-Germain, it's to Inter Milan because Inter Milan have very good close connection to Argentinian players.
Yeah, I don't think that's going
Yeah,
to happen. I think he would either extend for 1 more year or he would move to an Argentine club or he would retire. You know?
yes, he could go to River or to Boca. That's a
Mm.
that's a choice.
For
Yeah, so
me,
like we should get him, right?
mm.
What replacement for Di Maria? Like like I
Garbi can
think
play on the right, I
no,
think.
not Garbi. I think we need someone good. Like I like I mean like I'm not saying Garbi is not good. I think someone who's young but at the same time not too young, like
I
inexperienced.
I get
Yeah.
your yeah. I
Yeah, I
mean,
think
we
we should
have
go
Black.
for like an Anthony. You know Anthony from Ajax.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard from him.
He plays very similar to Di Maria. Like he dribbles. He has that beautiful left leg. He knows how to whip the ball in. Plus, he's a baller, right? And then Rafinha from Leeds, similar players. They're all like so. Yeah, so I guess
Yeah.
Di Maria. We should look into someone if
True.
Di Maria's leaving.
True. But guys, we need to end it right now. It was wonderful having both of you guys, and we will try to make sure to have as many podcasts as possible in the near future. Um, Topics you can come up with what we should be talking about and so on. Maybe we can have a transfer video where we look at replacements and links to PSG like Rudiger, Kessie, Brozovic, Vlahovic, Isaac, Holland, Mbappe leaving and so on. Would you like that? A transfer video?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it works.
Sounds good.
yeah, that'll be nice.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Anything you want to say before I end the video?
Like and subscribe.
Of course,
Yeah.
don't forget to like and subscribe. The video will be out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, and peace. Allez Paris!